What's up, guys? We're back here with Corey with the Angel of Death Corrado. You guys remember this? We had an awesome video of him going over the whole car. So today we're back out here trying to diagnose some problems. So explain that later. We'll see how that works out. So we're gonna take this car for a spin. I've never been in it before. I've never ridden another Corrado, so that's actually really exciting. So we'll try it out and see how it is, and hopefully we figure a few things out here. Got this roll cage here. Definitely not used to having to climb over that. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, definitely something you have to adapt to over the years. And it's still, after being in there for close to 15, I'm still getting used to it. The older I get, it's harder and harder to climb over the thing. I think that's the problem.
What is it, Borlo in here?
Yeah, it's a Borlo, 3-inch straight back into just a Borlo.
Definitely sounds really good. I'm used to all like gargly, and yeah, it's a totally different sound for sure. Yeah,
I could barely hear my car yesterday when I was driving behind you. Like, you just overpower the sound decibels for sure. Yeah. In like the chassis of your Mark I and people throwing this kind of power down, how uncontrollable it is. Just it has some weight behind it to hold you.
A lot of fun being out there in another Corrado. Just really cool experience. I've ran lots of cars, but actually being in a Corrado, that was just super cool. Yeah, definitely it feels different than my car. It's kind of just cool to see what different cars are like and stuff. So basically we were trying to diagnose why his spoiler doesn't work. We had actually put my gauge cluster into his car to see if maybe like the signal wasn't sending correctly out of his instrument cluster. So it's loud. So but yeah, we put that in and it didn't work. So we'll let Corey talk a little bit about what he's done to try and track down why it's not working. I think every Duramax in like the county's out right now going back. So we're gonna let him talk about what he's been chasing down, trying to figure this out. And maybe if you guys have any more ideas, we're kind of at a loss here, so you could fill us in on maybe what else could be keeping the spoiler. Oh, I should add that the switch does work. It does have power there. Everything works good. You got the motor rebuilt, but why it's not working?
Yeah, so we like I said, we tested the cluster from his car. Unless there's a possibility that yours is also faulty, that could be a problem because yours
mine doesn't work
either. So we're not confirmed that the cluster is a problem. We figured we'd give it a shot. It's a real easy exchange in and out. But otherwise, so like Matt said, my spoiler functions on the switch perfectly, goes up and down. The spoiler control module has been tested. I actually purchased a used one, and then before I installed it, I had it tested just to make sure that it worked. And after putting that in, it didn't work. So what we're chasing, we're just trying to get the spoiler to function as it should when you reach 45 miles per hour, and then have it lower when it's supposed to. So the whole back end of the spoiler was just overhauled. I took some time during this Corona downtime to address that, and also get some rust situated on the back of my hatch seal. So everything is still functioning after I cleaned and lubricated and put everything back together. And as Matt said, had the motor rebuilt for the spoiler, and here we are. Was thinking this was going to be the magic key, was switching out the spoiler, or I'm sorry, the instrument cluster. And what led us to that is a thread on VW Vortex mentioned about how this is a possibility of how I guess the spoiler control module gets a trigger from something in the cluster that tells us that we've reached the speed for it to start going up, and then also that it's, you know, time to go back down. And on a whim, we figured we'd try these out and see what happens, and unfortunately, no dice. So yeah, if anyone has any input or any suggestions, Corrado related, what else it could be, go ahead and give Matt some feedback, and we'll see if we can get this squared away.
All right, well, there you have it. So yeah, hopefully we'll figure something out here. Yeah, that's it for now. Of course, you'll keep seeing these cars together because it's just awesome having them together. So we'll get this figured out, hopefully do some more car things yet this year before winter comes. So catch you guys then. Peace.
Have a good one, guys.